As you might know guys, SteelSeries is renewing their lineup of headsets with the new Arctis Nova series. As a mid-range, there is the Arctis Nova 1, which at the moment is only wired. But as an entry level, there is also the Arctis One wireless. During Black Friday or Cyber Monday, there were almost the same price range. Let's have a look at the Arctis One wireless and check out if they are still worth in 2022 as an overall headset. Well, let's go through some specs. The drivers are the classical 40mm and the cushions are nice and comfortable. The frequency range is between 20 and 20,000 Hz. The mic is a bidirectional mic with noise cancelling, and it is detachable but isn't retractable as some other SteelSeries models. Alright guys, let's check what we have, what it comes inside the box with the headsets. We have the 3.5mm jack here, in case you want to connect it with this cable. We have the micro USB cable. I don't know why they're still using this kind of cable in 2022, but anyway. Here we have the USB cable for when you have to connect the receiver. Here, as you can see, it's a standard cable in case you have to connect this receiver to your USB port and you don't have space, so you can use this one as well. And here we have the detachable microphone. And this is the receiver. You can connect these headsets to the PC, to PS4, PS5, and to your Android smartphone, and also to Nintendo Switch. Alright, let's check out the materials. All these headsets are made all by plastic, as we can see, except for this part here, where is the driver's part, which are connected to all the rest, which is metallic, as we can see, but all the rest is made by plastic, which I have to say it feels really solid. Here we have the cushions. I've been using the SteelSeries 9X, and they have really nice cushions here. They feel soft. Also here they are not bad. Here we have this nice texture, and you can rotate these headsets like so, in case once you are having a pause from gaming or listening to whatever else, and so you can leave these headsets to your shoulders. Alright, let's check out the buttons and the commands we have here. On the left side we have only the power button and this mini LED. I don't know if you guys can see this one, which is for the power and the status button. Here we have the connection for the microphone on this jack here. So here we have the USB port for connecting to the PC for recharging the battery or for firmware update. Here we have the 3.5mm jack if you want to use that jack to connect it to your devices. And here we have the volume button. And here we have the mic button, mute and on. So those are the buttons on these headsets. Alright guys, connecting the headsets to the PC is really simple. You have to connect the receiver to a USB Type-C port, or you have to use the adapter, the extender adapter, and you can connect to a USB Type-A port. Before moving on with the audio setup, I want to let you know guys that I did pay for the SteelSeries Arctis One wireless. So don't forget to leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. This will help me bring more content like this. If you want to connect the headset only with the audio jack, keep in mind that these settings that we are going to see here in a minute in the app are not going to be applied on the headset in real time. So you have any time to connect and disconnect the USB Type-C. And if you connect the headsets with a USB cable straight to the PC, you are not going to use the headsets as a headset, because the USB port is being used only for updating the firmware or recharging the battery. Now, with that said, once you connected the headsets to the PC, you have two ways of managing the audio. One is using the Dolby Atmos. I have done a video on how to use Dolby Atmos on other headsets, but that settings applies also to these headsets, to the SteelSeries One wireless. So you can connect the USB Type-C receiver to the PC. You can open the Dolby Access if you have a Dolby Access license active. That really doesn't cost that much. It's a few bucks. They are money well spent in case you want to buy the license. So here we have the presets. I'm going to go here quickly. Here we have the presets: game, movie, music, and voice. You can use the game presets and select the performance mode, and with that you can just easily game. What I suggest is to use the SteelSeries GG, funny name for the app, GG software, for customization of all the buttons and also the side tone for the mic and so on. Let's go quickly to some details here. You can see the software. Here we have our headsets. This is the battery icon, which is going to let us know how much battery we have here. Speaking about battery, I managed to reach about between 18 and 19 hours of continuous gaming with more or less half of the volume, something a little bit more. So as you might know, the battery duration depends on how much volume you are using on the headset and how much you are away from the receiver. Anyway, I manage between 18 and 19 hours more or less. So here is the software, so you have to click simply on the name of the headset. Before doing that, you can go to this little icon here and check if you have some updates. In this case, there are no updates, so let's click here, and this page has all the settings for the headsets. So let's start with the easiest thing, which is this icon here. If you click on this icon here, you are going to pair another device with the same receiver. So if you have something else from SteelSeries, whatever else, you can use that button here to pair the other device. Here we have an explanation of what the power button does when you are connected with this headset to the device, in this case to a smartphone. So if you single press the power button, it's going to answer on to end the call. It depends on what you want to do. If you are not call, or if you're not receiving, if you press it once, you're going to play or pause the music. If you have a music app open, double press next track and triple press previous track. Really straightforward and easy to use. Here we have the equalizer, which spectrum of this equalizer isn't that much wide. Let me say that they have the most used spectrum here. So what you have to do, you can choose one of these presets. I find out that the performance one is the most indicated for gaming and if you want to hear the footsteps. So I would suggest you guys start from performance, and then you can move, of course, the sliders if you are not happy with all these settings. So this might be probably, I would go with this one, maybe like so, and you can click on save, and this one is going to save the profile on the headset. What the dynamic range compression does is allowing you to listen audio, or let me say with a certain consistency. I would suggest to use the lowest profile because personally I didn't like that much, but anyway, you can try that. You can try with low, medium, or whatever else you like the most. As usual, you have to save that. The live mic preview is what it does. If you enable it, is you're going to listen your own voice, also called side tone. Here you can decide how much of your voice you want to listen on the headset. You can start by low. Low is okay. Medium, in my opinion, is too much. I usually leave it on low, but anyway, you can try on your own, and if you are happy with low or medium, you can choose whatever you want. This is the mic volume. Usually you want to leave this maximum. And here we have the power options. Turn headset off after an active. So here you can choose how many minutes you want, after how many minutes you want the headset to turn off if you are not using it. I usually, for saving some battery and whatever, I usually leave it on 10 minutes. Now, one nice thing that you can do, depending on in which scenario you are using the headset, you can create profiles here. For example, click a new one and let's call it FPS, whatever. And by clicking here, you can link one game to this specific profile. For example, I want to link Call of Duty with this profile, so I can click on save. So whenever I open Call of Duty, in this case, it's going to apply this profile. You can delete the profile, edit the profile if you want to change the name or whatever else, or if you want to link another game, of course, to this profile, you can do that. You can also duplicate this profile in case you want to duplicate the same settings. As we can see, since I create a new profile, everything is on default. So wherever you are opening that certain game, or you can link even app if you want, you can link whatever app or whatever game you want, that is going to apply this profile. So as we can see here, I close that setting window. As you can see here, the profile applied here is the FPS profile. You can go back to default profile or whatever else profile you are creating into. The SteelSeries Arctis One Wireless is a lovely all-arounder headset, comfortable and also easy to use. The software allows some easy but effective audio setup that can be used in different scenarios, such as PC, PS4 and PS5, and mobile. For less than 100, this is a good choice for an all-arounder headset. If you guys like this video about the SteelSeries Arctis One Wireless, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.